Hello and welcome to another update video. We talk about the DXY. I don't want to go through the entire wave count again. We did that in the last video and I am a bit short on time. So still wanted to talk about the DXY today because it is going to be, I think, a key decision week next week. We will have the FOMC Fed interest rate decision, which, to be honest, I'm not really, what I think about integrating fundamentals into technical analysis, but it will still reach or lead to short-term volatility, and it could lead to the market coming to a decision. Yeah. So sometimes when you are exactly at a decision point and then you get a fundamental event that could act as a catalyst, then you can get the market to accelerate its decision-making process, and we can see, well, basically a decision, right? And we are here really at a key decision point for the DXY. And I think we could see next week a key decision about how the market and obviously its effect on the DXY's effect on other markets have, it could have a key effect on those other markets, really, depending on what the outcome is. So as you might remember, I see this wave 4 low here that was put in place in June 21 as a substantial low, and I see that we are currently moving up here in a wave 5 of 3 to put wave 5 of 1 to put a longer term top in place. However, there are two possible scenarios now. I already said last week, and we're pretty much at the same price as last week. We were above $110. I said as long as we can hold above the $110 US level, as long as that is the case, I would continue to focus here on higher, and that there will be one more leg up here in the fifth wave of the fifth that could actually reach sort of the $120 US level. That is the case because we have $120 as a key resistance level. If I scroll to the left here, but I think I need to go to the daily chart for that first. Maybe even the weekly. Yeah, and you can see that this was the wave B high from 2001. So a significant resistance level, and the market is nearly invited to get rejected there. So it will be very interesting. On the other hand, we are currently also in this larger channel here that you can see. Yeah? So this channel is highly relevant as well. And we are currently trading in this channel, and it is providing some resistance. That is exactly where we got rejected earlier in October. And that probably was sort of related to a little bit of a price increase in other asset classes, at least short term. So we are really at a make or break point here. It will be a very interesting week. My primary expectation is that as long as we hold at least above the micro count or micro support, $110 US, that we can still push higher in a wave 5. A breakout of that, or let's say a confirmation of that, would be obtained as soon as we get above $115 US, maybe already a bit earlier. So I'm here on the weekly chart. As soon as we break above the $113 level, above those weekly candles that got closed, I think that would be a strong indication that we are pushing higher and could reach the $120 level. That would probably lead to a sell-off, for example, in crypto. There is a scenario which doesn't count that well, but it is possible. In that we say we had a wave 4 low in here, we had a wave 5 high in here. It's a truncated wave 5. It doesn't count that well, to be honest, and that the wave 5 is already in, and then we would already be in an impulsive sell-off here. Well, not impulsive sell-off, but we would be in this ABC correction to the downside, and it would indicate that a very long-term top has been in place for the DXY, and that we come down in this wave 2, and that could be a multiple year-long correction that will start. So it is really just this one level. As you can see, a very nice trend line. We have multiple touch points here. We've bounced off the trend line perfectly. At the moment, there is not enough evidence really to confirm it has bottomed. This is the 50-day moving average here. We have broken below it and we are holding below it at the moment. But I think we really need to observe that a little bit more in the next few days. And I think what you need to understand is this key, the relevance of this decision point. I think breaking that trend line would really be a strong signal that it is heading to the downside. On the flip side, a push to the upside is certainly possible, and it could take us to around $120. Gave you the key breakout point, and it all depends on, I think, do we hold this 109 to 110 US dollar level. So there's certainly the potential there to push higher. That is still my primary expectation, but you need to understand we have broken already below the 50-day moving average. We're just sitting above key support, and we are below the resistance level of this larger channel, right? So we're getting squeezed here, and the market, I think, will make a decision next week. It will certainly be a very interesting week for that. Okay, that's my update about the DXY. Hope you liked the update. If you did, please hit the like button, leave a comment and subscribe. And yeah, thanks a lot for watching, and see you in the next video. Bye-bye.